in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to...
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Bengals are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Now Burrow on first down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Get on.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chains, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Let's get that touch.
11, 11, 11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. Here we
This
go.
now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long.
11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So Warren gets him down inside the 5. That's why he waits out for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Open man is Waddle, complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
All Trey Hendrickson did in his first season in Cincinnati was set the team's new single-season record with 14 sacks. In his last 2 seasons, 1 in New Orleans, he's become one of the best in the league.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals take over first and 10.
On
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And Hayden Hurst's only year as the unquestioned starter. He had 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets him a first down here.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
11.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throwing her into the hands of Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Sliding out of the pocket. He will find his man Chase complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards as they have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 14. Bengals 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
On one, ready? Gotta go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. McPherson now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
From the 29, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
11 empty.
From the 36, Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Burrow will throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
They've certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 2, ready? 12.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds here. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Samaje Perine, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action. Bridgewater. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Play fake. Bridgewater.
A quick slant to Hill. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Off the play fake. Bridgewater.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater.
And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action now. Bridgewater.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Bridgewater. And he comes back with 1 complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And in a two-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Caught on the slant. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Here we go, here we go.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
11 MP, hey.
Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
I'm
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
Down inside the 40.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
11.
Now it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here we go. Stop.
Back to Mixon on first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone getting the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
That's on the guard, Alex Campbell. Just got a heck of a short. This was a